Hey guys, today's video is going to be a super late September book haul, and I haven't made a video in what seems like forever. School has really been way more insane and busy than I thought it would be. So I'm just kind of trying to make videos when I can. Hopefully I can get to a more regular schedule, but that's what I keep saying. It's not happening. So I'm so sorry about that. But I'm going to try my best. Anyways, have a video now, so we'll get to it. Okay, so the first book I got at a shop near where I live. It's kind of like it's weird. It's kind of like a what am I? Like I don't know how to explain it. Like people take their stuff there and then they sell it, so it's kind of like individual, like yard sale type thing. Like everyone has their own area where they can bring their stuff. But anyways, that's not important. The point is I got a book there. That book is Luminous by Dawn Metcalf. And the whole plot's about this girl who discovers she has these powers, but then people start getting murdered, and she has to stop the killer. So yeah, I haven't gotten to read it yet, but hopefully I'll get to it soon. Not sure though, because my TBR is insane. I got a lot of books in September, and it's crazy. Okay, the next book I want to talk about, I got at a bookstore in my mall, and that is The Queen of the Tearling by Erica Johansson. I've been wanting to read this for a while, and I went to my bookstore just to look at the clearance section, and it was on clearance for $7, so I picked it up. The cover is gorgeous, and it's so cool because it even has one of these like little ribbon bookmark things, real fancy. So I'm really excited. Oh, and if you don't know the plot, about a girl who is taken away after her mother's murder. She's a princess, but then she's brought back to become queen. So yeah, I'm excited to read it. The next book is actually one of the few that I got that I won a giveaway in September, and that is Replica by Lauren Oliver. I actually won this from Epic Reads, which I didn't know, but they don't like send you an email when you win something, so it was kind of a pleasant surprise when I got this because I didn't know that I had won. But this book is actually about people that are I just kind of glanced over this, but I guess these people are being made in these facilities and they're like replicas of people. But what's interesting of the about the book is that it's told from two points of view. One here, and then you flip the book over, and then the other point of view is this way. So I've never seen a book like that, and it's really interesting. Haven't read it yet, but I'm excited to. The next two books I won in Goodreads giveaways, and it's really funny because the only books I've ever won in Goodreads giveaways are historical fiction. I have no idea why, but so the first is Capture What We Cannot Keep by Beatrice Collin, and I'm actually reading this right now. I'm almost done. I'm trying to finish it because I'm really behind on my reading. But this book is about a woman who goes to Scotland as a chaperone to this young brother and sister. Well, not young, they're like, I think late teens, early 20s, I'm not sure. But anyway, she meets this engineer who was working on the Eiffel Tower, and they kind of have a connection. Don't want want to spoil anything for you, but I was actually kind of disappointed by this book. It didn't really interest me as much as I thought it would. I kind of really didn't feel any attachment to the characters. Like, the two main characters that are supposed to be, you know, having this relationship, I don't really care whether they're together or not, which is not a good thing, because you want to be excited for the characters, but I just, meh. The book was meh. Anyway, the second book that I got from a Goodreads giveaway was Victoria by Daisy Goodwin, and this is about a story of Queen Victoria, which I like reading about royalty, so that's basically why I wanted to read it. So yeah, it's just this historical fiction. I haven't gotten to read it yet though. Okay, the next book is something else that I won. This is from a Facebook party, which I've been like on a lot of book Facebook parties recently. I guess I just discovered them. But yeah, the book is The Boy with Words by C.E. Wilson. This one, the little description on the back isn't very, sorry about that, isn't very descriptive. Wow, the description isn't descriptive. Good job. It doesn't really say much about the plot, so I'm not quite sure what it's about, but I think it's dystopian. But anyways, I got it signed and everything, which is nice. And yeah, I haven't read it yet, obviously, since I don't even know what it's about. Okay, next books are actually a trilogy that I won from Tor, and I think it's called the Jacoby trilogy. These 3 books, and they're all super gorgeous colors. Okay, love the colors. The first, they're by Roy Ritter. The first book is Jacoby. The second book is Beastly Bones. And the last book is Ghostly Echoes. They're all about the main character, Abigail, I think, who starts to work with this man, Jacoby, and this takes place during Victorian London. But she starts to work with him, and he does these like paranormal investigations into like murders and weird paranormal occurrences. So yeah, I read the first 2, and they're pretty interesting. I mean, they're not super exciting or anything, but if you want something to read, it's kind of more, if you're interested in kind of like the detective-y stories, because he's like a detective. So yeah, they're pretty good, even if you're not interested in the whole crime detective thing. Yeah, so these last books I actually got at my library. They're having a book sale, and I got a whole bag of books for $5, which was friggin' amazing. So I got these books in like a cookbook, and my grandma got some books, and it was just a good time for all. But the first book is Unite Me by Taylor Maffey, and I was excited to find this, even though I still haven't read what, Unravel Me? Is that the second one? I don't know. I only read the first one. So, yeah, when I finally get to reading them, I get to read this, and I'll be happy. The next book I got is actually more of like a nonfiction book, and that is called Sex with Kings by Eleanor Herman. This is just a book about like mistresses and courtesans and whatnot throughout history, which I don't know. I just think that's interesting. People and their scandals and everything from the past. So yeah, that'll just be interesting to read. It has some very interesting illustrations that I cannot show on camera. Okay, the next book is called The Agency by Y.S. Lee. This book is about a girl who gets sent to a boarding school, but the boarding school is actually a cover for this agency of spies. It takes place in Victorian London, and the main character gets sent to infiltrate a home with the hopes of tracing his missing cargo ships. So, I don't know. I was kind of unsure if it, I picked it up, it was kind of geared toward younger ages, but I started looking at it, and it doesn't really look like it, so I'm excited to read it. I'm excited about everything. Have you noticed that? Okay. The next book is, okay, I'm probably going to pronounce this wrong, but The Passion of Artemisia, by Susan Vreeland. This is a historical fiction about a woman who is actually raped by her painting teacher, so this leads her to be in disgrace because people don't really believe her when she accuses him, so then she has to get in this hasty marriage, but then she also wants to become this painter, which conflicts with her marriage. So this is all about her struggle, and it's a historical fiction, so of course I was interested. Okay, and the last book is also historical fiction, and that is Girl with the Pearl Earring, and well, probably everyone has seen the painting, and there's also a movie about it. Yeah, see, this book was made into the movie, but if I haven't seen the movie in a while, but if I remember correctly, the main character is like a maid or something, and this painter sees her and wants to paint her, so then she becomes the girl with the pearl earring. At least that's what I think, from what I remember of the movie. So anyways, those are all the books I got in the month of September. Yeah. I just completely blanked, sorry. Anyways, I'll see you guys in my next video, and hopefully soon. Bye!